What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and what we're going to be talking about right now is the Team of the Week collectibles and everything that is going to, get you that free Team of the Year collectible by doing all the solos and everything that you're supposed to be doing for the past however many weeks. Now, when you go over to the Team of the Week right here, you're going to see that there's 16 weeks, including, the preseason also. All right, so you have more than enough. I'm not sure about when, when they started doing the collectibles. I just know that I always play the solos and I have all of the collectibles. All right. So when you look at this Team of the Year, you can see right now, I have all of them. I have all 15. I'm going to make my Team of the Year collectible and everything like that. But I wanted to share with you exactly what's going on. A lot of you have been asking me, Gmia, I missed a couple weeks. Things happened, whether you had a hurricane, stuff like that, different states, different parts of the country, wherever you are. I hear all your voices. So what I've done is I've emailed EA Sports and I've asked them very, very politely to try to figure out a way to give you guys an extra shot. I don't know if they're going to do it. I don't know if they're even going to pay attention to what I asked, okay? But I did ask because a couple people that were in my stream asked about it. And like I said, I do what I can for my GmiasWorld fam because my videos are solely for my subscribers and my subscribers only. If you're not subscribed to this channel and you're watching the video, this video is not for you. I'm like Mr. Krabs. I'm gonna take the voices and the visuals out of your brain, like when he was doing that in the Krusty Krab. If you're not a fan of SpongeBob, the olden ones, then you don't know nothing about life. But that's neither here nor there. All right, so look, pretty much right now is this, right? The solo challenges, you should have been doing this every week. The Team of the Week, every week you were supposed to get a solo that would give you one of those collectibles, okay? Today was the last time that you could use one to get everything that you would need from the Team of the Year collectible that will go towards a Team of the Year player. Now, it's very, very good to do it simply because you're going to want at least one of those players from Team of the Year. So that's why I urge my viewers to make sure that you did do it, okay? So that's the way you get the collectibles, and then the second solo that you do, you get one of the players from the current Team of the Week or maybe whatever. Sometimes they give you players from other weeks, whatever. But I've seen people pull the highest cards of the promo, just not the master. All right? Now, this week's players, we're going to go through that right now before we get to the collectible. This week's players, Phillip Rivers is on the offensive side of the ball, and we got Chandler Jones on the defensive side of the ball. I'm not going to tell you guys stories. Neither one of these cards are very, very exciting to me. I got love for Phillip Rivers. It has nothing to do with Phillip Rivers. It's more that I don't see the point of them giving him this card because he's going to get a gauntlet, higher overall card in another couple of weeks anyway, if you guys are interested in that gauntlet champion situation. And there was somebody in my stream that also brought that up because that's what I was thinking. Why would you give him Team of the Week? He did play very, very well, but why would you give him Team of the Week when he's due another card through this right here? Let me just show you what I'm talking about. If you guys were into the gauntlet and you did the gauntlet solos, what's going to happen is sometime in January, you're going to get an upgraded, auctionable, tradable version of any one of these cards. And Phillip Rivers was one of these cards. So pretty much what's happening is you're going to have two Phillip Rivers because if they make him lower than what they already released, that would make no sense. And I don't think they want to go backwards. I've never seen them release a card that was less than the other card. So that creates an obstacle that EA Sports will probably have to deal with very, very soon. But getting back to the cards that make up the master, we're going to take a look at some of them because you guys, I appreciate you guys always asking for my opinion on these type of things. Golden Tate's card, he has an 88 speed, I believe. Look, let me just be honest with you. That doesn't make any sense pretty much based on the way that we look at his infield speed, but it is what it is. That's what it is. So now our job is to avoid this card at any, unless you're a Lions fan, this card probably shouldn't be on your team. Okay? If you're trying to get that Phillip Rivers, then you can go ahead and do that. If you could snipe him for a little bit or you probably pulled the pack or whatever like that, that's all fine as well. With Matthew Stafford, I wouldn't get this card at all at any time. I don't care about the 94 throw power. I don't care about all that stuff. I wouldn't get this card. The mid and the short being in the 80s is going to really, really hurt you. I try to tell you guys, there's not like a real set meta about the mid and the short throw, but I'm telling you right now, from using the cards that have the 90s to using the cards that don't have the 90s with short and mid, it's night and day. So I can tell you this much. this card is probably going to suck. Looking at the other cards, it's not really that big of a deal. I wouldn't use these guys like Ryan Trader. Let me see what his impact block is. I try to tell you guys about the meta with the impact block. He's an 85, so we don't even look at this card. Unless you're completing the whole set for Phillip Rivers. There's no need to get that card because he's under the standard of the meta for the 91 impact block for an offensive lineman. All right? So now that that's out of the way, all these other cards pretty much suck. All right? If you wanted to go through them, you could. I just wanted to show you guys some of the top ones. But other than the center, we already know that this guy doesn't have the right impact block. I would be shocked if a 24K card had, you see what I'm saying? He's under the meta. He has an 87. So that's why I don't even look at certain cards. I'm looking on the main focus of making your Madden Ultimate Team better. That is my purpose. If you are someone that wants to get these cards for overall, that's a different story. If you want to have impact on the field of play, that's a whole different story. And that's what I strive to do to make you guys better. So looking at all these cards, I don't like any of them. I think it's just, if you're trying to get the Phillip Rivers, I would just say buy him outright. Try to snipe him outright because all those cards are trash. And our video view, you guys, like we have a new thing going on right now where during the videos, I give you a video view goal, which means that this is the video views that I would like for this video to ultimately get to within a week. I'm going to go with 8,700 views for this video. Let's just go with that. And you can make it happen simply by watching it and sharing it with one other person. And maybe that person will share it. But I've been giving those goals out, for the new year. It's a new start. Let's start to grow and start to get the, the channel more recognized as you guys that are coming in from all across the world. And I appreciate you guys from everywhere you are. Looking at these players now. All right, Chandler Jones. People have been asking me, should you get this card? No. It does. Look, there's so many out of position linebackers from the out of position promo with Christmas. This card is rather useless, regardless of his stats. I don't even care what his stats are. There are out of position players that are way better than him, and I show it to you in my gameplays. All right, so as far as completing the set for Chandler Jones, I don't know about that. Let's look at Alfred real quick, because they made him a 92. So he's at, okay, 259. Okay, his zone coverage is 89. So they purposely put him under the meta of 91 so that you would need Tyrann Mathieu at free safety to get him to 91. So already he's a no-no because his zone coverage doesn't do what we're supposed to do. But if you're a Falcons fan and you have Tyrann Mathieu, go for it. Other than that, he's a waste of space. Keanu Neal, let's check him out, see what he's doing. Hold on. What does he got going on? Zone coverage is 89. So again, EA is kind of toying with you to keeping you under that threshold. As far as everybody else goes, I wouldn't focus on any of these cards. I think that this week is just a wash. We got to look forward to like the wild card and stuff like that, see what they do with that. But it's more or less a wash with the way that these cards are that make up this card. I would probably pass, or if you're a Cardinals fan and you want the card, buy it off the auction house. But I don't see any need to get any of these other cards that are involved with the final week, which is week 17. So now that all of that is done, I'm going to put all of my collectibles in a set. And like I told you, as soon as I have more information about if they're going to extend other ways for you guys to be able to get your Team of the Week collectibles, I will pass that on to you, okay? And I will do that immediately once I know, whether through email or some other kind of way. I will let you guys know exactly what's going on. The next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is possibilities for Team of the Year. Now, I'm going to probably do some of my suggestions. I'm going to ask you guys in this video, who would you like me to speak about and why they would be Team of the Year? And then I'm going to probably pick and choose a couple of you guys, and you never know. I might mention your names and let you guys know if I picked it, all right? So I want you guys to do that for me. I want to know what you're thinking. I have in my mind right now who I think Team of the Year is going to be going to for every position, but I'm really, really enticed to know because I started this conversation in my earlier stream on Twitch. If you're not following me on Twitch, it's you can look in the description box and just click that button. It'll take you over there. Hit that follow button, and you'll know when I go live. You'll get an alert. All right, just make sure you put your alerts on. So that's going to be the next thing that's going on. But what I do want to let you guys know, though, is that when you look at the players that are on my team, you got to understand, I'm not going to be replacing a lot of players unless the Team of the Year is extremely glitchy. And Tom Brady is definitely going to be getting something. I don't know how they're going to work it because they haven't done a midseason master. I don't think they're going to probably be doing that anymore. But Tom Brady's going to have to get another card somehow, some way. So we got to see how that works out. Regardless of the card they put out at running back, I'm not sure if I'm going to get rid of Mike Vick. Like, that's probably not going to happen because he's way too glitchy. Receiver, I don't know. If we get faster cards than Bo Jackson and Calvin Johnson, remember, I have the Zero Chill uniform, which if you notice to the far right, right here, let me scroll down to it. You'll see I got +1 speed and +1 acceleration for everybody that's involved with this situation. So it's very, very difficult for me to decide to not keep these players. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of weird if I would say, you know what? Let me go ahead and get a Team of the Year wide receiver when I have these other cards that have a boost naturally from just wearing the uniform. And the uniforms are sick. I don't think they're going to release a uniform that looks better than the Zero Chill. I could be wrong. If they do, we will proceed to get those new uniforms. As far as O-line goes, I'm loving the meta and what my O-line does. All right? So Team of the Year, unless it's Dan Daredorf, because this guy sometimes doesn't block. I'm really having issues with him. I might rage sell him soon because he's probably the weakest link on my offensive line, to be honest. And he's the most expensive, which doesn't make any sense. But again, and he has a 95 impact blocking, and he just sometimes just stands there. So we have to wait to see what's going on with that. So that's a possibility for Team of the Year. As far as defensively, I love me my Calvin Johnson. I don't know who they're going to release that's going to make me, you know, because I have him at free safety, but he starts at corner for me. I don't know who I would replace that card with. I'm just being honest about it. Bo Jackson could possibly be replaced because sometimes he just sucks. Let's just be honest about it. Jerome Bettis, it's possible he could be replaced, but he's a goon. Okoye is just so good. I don't even use Deion Sanders anymore. Paul Krause can get replaced. I don't really utilize him. I actually start Julio Jones on the other side for Paul Krause. So those are the cards that I probably replace if something good comes out. As far as kicker goes, I love Bo Jackson at kicker. This dude kicks 55-yard field goals like nobody's business. He probably could make it from 60. Like, he's just so good. What is his kick power, by the way? Let's see what's going on with that. Oh, he had a 92 kick. Okay, so that makes sense. He has a 92 kick power. So that makes sense. So I might keep him. Tom Brady as the punter. I'm really not running fake punts, so I might see what's going on with that if the price is right. And that's pretty much it for Team of the Year. All right, so I want you guys to understand that I am awaiting an email. I have emailed EA Sports. As soon as I know something and I'm allowed to speak about it, I will talk to you guys about it. I really appreciate all the new guys coming in and joining GmiasWorld. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Enjoy your day. One love.